So it's a neat little trick that I could show you guys. I'm happy I did. Oh fuck, that's not good. I have to flush. That's fine, I win. Wait, why did I W there? I did not need to. If I held W, I could have kept pressuring her, but now I have no W again. I'm a noob. I don't have my taunt. Once I have my taunt, I can walk up, because if she W's me, then I don't win that exchange without my taunt. Once I have taunt, I win, so... that doesn't work, what Echo's doing, unless he has his Q already on the Baron. So, actually, what he did was a really nice try, but it doesn't work because he, It doesn't work because he's, he didn't preemptively Q the Baron, so he didn't come in with the E auto attack plus passive proc. Very, I play for thingy. I enjoy Set, yeah. I just don't think he's great right now. Again, I think if you play Ignite, Cheap Shot's great, but I don't think it's reliable for me to force kills on my lane opponent without Ignite, and since I'm not playing Ignite, I prefer the stability of Taste of Blood to get some extra healing. I know it's not needed, but I think it's the best in the rune tree for Shen, because I don't think, like, the AP... Like, I don't think it's reliable for you to get AP in your build, to get AP scaling values, and I think flat 80 on him is pretty whatever. This was my opinion. I think the Heartsteel Sunfire build is like, you go Sunfire into Heartsteel is like just his core items. You just do that every game. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with going Cheap Shot Ignite. I think it's actually pretty strong. I just don't feel too confident about playing that when I have Ignite Smite Kha'Zix against Maokai. So my Kha'Zix is going to be, you know, I have to revolve the game around my Kha'Zix rather than force him to come to me. So not something that I want to do. I do want to start in lane, though. I do not want to give Camille the push. So if he wants to thingy here, I would prefer him to start bot lane. I don't really want to... Like, ideally, he pass towards me because this is a lane I smash. So I definitely want to just play for push and make him suffer, this guy. She can't actually do this because I can just Q through her like this and just win, so... Actually, with Conqueror, maybe she wins, so I'll just play it slower. Very nice. These trades are very favorable for me because I have Doran Shield second wind, so the lower I am, the more value I get. Nice. I got the Q behind her, which is what I was playing for. She has passive up again. I don't know what he's doing, though. I don't really recommend what he's doing. I'm very happy with this, though. Now I'm going to wait for the wave to come. And I'm going to be very happy. So, I mean, they're just dicking around level 1, I guess. I don't know what exactly this is going to be. Camille starts moving. Okay. I don't know how to play this now. It's a bit awkward. Oh, fuck. Yeah, this hurts. I can still trade back a little bit, but man, I did not want to face check around that corner for free. Grass proc is good. And now I'll wait for my Q to come back up and I can play for something proactive. Wait for the shield as well, because I can. Keep my grass proc up. I mean, I'm about to hit level 2 and make this guy's life miserable, so this was actually a pretty good outcome. They're both level 1 to 1, and it depends on which mid is going to move first, because top move isn't going to matter too much. Oh wait, Maokai is... Wait. Top move is going to matter a little bit here, because Camille is moving with Q, but since she doesn't have a level to skill E, it's not going to matter too much. That's why I'm not really moving. I'm prioritizing getting push and being in healthy. Because it's just thingy move anyway. Level 1 Camille with Q. I thought it was going to matter because they were going to fist fight, but Maokai didn't drop the thingy. He just kept doing the red, so he kind of just ditched his top laner. Either way, very happy with this because the outcome's actually pretty damn good for me. I'm going to see if I can show you guys a neat trick here. I might throw the lane doing it, but fuck it. I threw last game as well. Like, who really cares, you know? Don't hit level 2. Fuck, she hit level 2. I can't do it anymore. Well, I still could do it. Alright, so you Q through your lane opponent, and then you, trying to get her to do something here, but... You taunt her out of the tower like this and take one tower shot, and out trade her really hard, just like that. You saw? That's how you do it. And then you can get a really big chunk, and that's how you can play for progress in the lane. Even though you're setting up for, thingies. Even though you're setting up for, like you're poking underneath the tower as Shen, it's not something that people expect Shen to do, but he actually has this angle. So it's a neat little trick that I could show you guys. I'm happy I did. Oh fuck, that's not good. I have to flush. That's fine, I win. Wait, why did I W there? I did not need to. If I held W, I could have kept pressuring her, but now I have no W again. I'm a noob. I don't have my taunt. Once I have my taunt, I can walk up, because if she W's me, then I don't win that exchange without my taunt. Once I have taunt, I win, so... Good night. Creep damage, of course, because I taunt her, so... A little bit of creep damage goes a long way. Minion autos ignore. Yeah, you used to get the juicy minion autos too, but it's still a good trade. If old patch, you would have gotten, like, pretty much put the 1 HP for that taunt, but Doesn't work anymore. Doesn't work as well. So here you don't need to TP if you want to prioritize your TP for a Shen ult. So if you want to prioritize Shen ulting somewhere, you can do that. However, if I play to TP back, I can actually contest the slow push with my Kha'Zix on my side of the river. No camps bottom side, no incentive to be anywhere other than top side. So if I don't TP, then Camille will have a really large remove timer here, which is not something that I want to allow. I'm just going to pop my W here because it blocks some minion damage. And then since she has no passive now, oh, I didn't actually get the big juicy Q there, so I couldn't go for the really extended trade and like play the fucker up. My bad. Again, I'm keeping this interesting because my Kha'Zix is on my side, she has no flash. I did the best I could to buy him either time to counter jungle or to look for a gank, and he prioritized counter jungling, and now I misplayed my trade, so I have to just give here. That's just the way it is. If I didn't misplay that trade, I definitely could have squeezed more out of the situation, but since I misplayed the trade, I'm going to concede and just catch it under tower. I do not want to be in a situation where I trade 1-for-1 with such a big wave, because at the end of the day, Camille doesn't... Kha'Zix doesn't get much value from the minion wave anymore. In the past, you could like funnel your jungler kind of like this with a big slow push and just die, especially as a champ like Shen. But you can't do that anymore, unfortunately. Well, fortunately as well, because it was kind of degenerate. But yeah, I remember times where I would die when I had a big freeze in competitive with like a jungler like Hecarim, Graves, stuff like this, and you just play Ornn and you just take an L, you know, you just die on a slow push. But your jungler gets a kill, you trade 1-for-1, which sucks for you, but your jungler gets the kill in 2 waves, and then the jungle matchup would just take over the game completely in like Nidalee Graves type matchups, Hecarim Nidalee types matchups. You could just win the game on the spot like that. Through a very like kind of degenerate way. I'm surprised oh, I need to stop pressing Q so quickly, by the way. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't think this works. Oh, wait, this works because you have a fucking tree. And I also messed up my thingy there. I messed up my, whatchamacallit. Oh, that's big. They're winning 2v2. I messed up my, whatchamacallit. Yeah, my Q again. This is the second time. I'm pressing Q too early. That's my bad. I have Shannara here, so I'm pretty happy to join and participate in a play. Like here, for example, I think I would have called Ziggs to go top, and I Shen ult him top, and then Kha'Zix catches mid, and we just dive this guy for freezing this wave. I mean, it's not like he wants to freeze it necessarily, it's just he can't, like, you see what I mean? Like here, if Ziggs walks, like, normally he would be scared of Maokai, but because I have ult, he can just push mid and walk top, and there's nothing they can do about it. And then he would just kill her, there's nothing she can do, she has no flash. Or she would lose like 2 to 3 plays to Ziggs, right, 1v1. And that would be really good. I could just be walking mid, he walks top, starts pushing out on this big wave. Would be very, very good play. One of the weaknesses Camille has, of course, is that she sucks at clearing waves early game. I don't really want to use my Shen ult like this. This one looks good, though. Multiple people are committed. I hate that he didn't deliver me to a thingy, though. I hate that he didn't deliver me to Nautilus there. I feel like he doesn't understand that he's super safe there. I'm looking for more then. This ulti was illegal. 10 seconds though, maybe we won't reach. Either way, cancelling the recalls is good. I'll base here. Take the wave together, what? You're playing with Ziggs and Ezreal, why wouldn't you take the wave? Oh, but sure, I don't really care anyway, I'll base. I'm gonna leave a ward here, it's a bit of an awkward ward, but it's still more valuable than any ward I'm going to put, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a ward there. I'm still ahead in experience. Again, I would have liked if my Kha'Zix played to get more out of this, because my W actually blocks Echo's passive, so he can't proc it, which would have been nice. Obviously, I'm going to lose 2 plates no matter what here. That's why I was hesitating on TPing, because I had a big slow push coming back to me. But I did get a plate top, and in the end, I'm 1-for-1 in plates, and I lose some creeps for keeping my jungler alive and making their play not work, right? Because you have to consider, not only do I trade 1-for-1 because I killed the enemy jungler, I also counter their play, right? So Echo, for example, burned his ult and had to go home, stuff like that. I keep missing these. It's kind of annoying. What am I doing? Oh man, really? Fucking trees here? Really? Well, that's a bit unlucky. I was not expecting that. She's dead though. He has Ignite. The passive, Kha'Zix passive does magic damage, so he also finishes him off there. That's huge. Nice. At least it's a 1-for-1. We also get this flash. I'm surprised Maokai is just waddling top lane there. But I guess the all-in takes a long time, so maybe he just ran straight to golems after the bot play, after dying bot, and then he just started moving whilst I was fighting her. Either way, it's fine. You can see how good this matchup is, though. Like, I don't really have to even play it well. He's pretty sad about that. Oh god, he's even ulting. He's ruining the wave top. Actually, he's smurfing the wave top, never mind. My W didn't save him, but it didn't need to. He's very sad. And I'm very happy. Quite nice indeed. You can preemptively start your Q animation on Shen. Go in the bush to wait until her passive is out and she can't retaliate. Wait, why am I Wing? Fuck. I'm Wing so she trades with me. Cope. I'm Wing so she trades longer with me so I can get extra grasp proc. No, I just pressed W for her W because I was bored. Or like, not focused, I guess. Something like that. Multiple wards to put here. I like to put this one at golems or red buff. The golems one is one I like. Just like this, take the cone over. Warding the herald is also always good, so you can consider that. Stack grasp here. I did either 1 CS. So one thing, if you realize you're missing your taunts or your skill shots, what you want to start doing is you see when the CS starts getting low is when she's going to be pressured to walk up in CS, right? So I want to press my buttons when that happens. Does that make sense? I'm going to just smash this trade. I don't really care if someone comes, because I think I can 1-for-1 here if they do. Nice. Pretty happy with this trade. If someone comes, I think it's a 1-for-1 there, because I know I'm going to murder her. But that's how the matchup's supposed to go, but I kept messing my Q through her. So, it was kind of cringe, if you ask me. No flash on her. It's a pretty free dive. I can just walk melee range and taunt away, and she's still one-shot. I didn't have my backup as I expected here, so I wasted my flash a bit. That's my bad. I'll die here. I'll get a grasp proc and as much damage as I can get. I guess Echo was contesting the river, and that's why I think he couldn't move. Kha'Zix couldn't move, but I was hoping Kha'Zix was on the way. That's why I was playing so aggressively. Since it was a very free dive, even 2v1 we would kill her for free. But a misplay on my end because I didn't look at the minimap and realize he was I mean, I saw him push the crab towards bot side, which made me pretty sad because if she just pushes it towards me, I'll just kill her for free. But it's acceptable, it's acceptable. I have Shen ult here. I'm not going to Shen ult nor TP because the wave's in a good spot. So I'm just going to react. Look what Camilla's doing, look around the map. You know, if she TP's bot here, I TP top. I feel pretty bad about that when the wave's still frozen. So just react to what she does here. Is A-okay. Nice, it's a TP, but this obviously isn't going to work because I'm here. It's going to block her play here and take over the wave. She also TP'd with low HP somehow. I don't know. I do not know what was chunking her. Maybe she was doing golems or some shit. I actually have no idea what she was cooking. Or why she's low HP, but I like it. Now I can't play too aggressive because obviously the whole enemy team is coming. Oh, I failed my taunt. That's really bad. Fortunately, he's fine. Wait, he's not fine. Wait, he's fine. Wait, we're not fine. Oh, fuck, that's not good. We are fucked as fuck. Wait, what is happening? Their whole team is here. I failed my taunt there, which is a pretty big blunder. I don't think it would have mattered too much in the end, like watching how the fight played out. It would have been nice, though. I think we would have been able to DPS her harder. Or even if I held it for Echo, for example, that would have been nice. But I kept getting CC'd by the Nautilus, so it was really hard for me to move my champion. Still, I should hold my taunt there. It's not worth using. Also, my Doran Shield for Sunfire here. TP behind this guy's pretty damn good. I will. I think this is a game where it's like, what's the point of even going top lane right now and farming? Like, fuck that. Let's just walk mid and kill this guy, no? Keep it simple. Press S on the fog, 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 fog. Ezreal is here now. Now we walk up. Oh, I misjudged her thingy there. I used Q in order to get a better angle. Oh, that's not good. Fortunately, we have Taric Shield in my W. So there I Q her to try and slow her before CCing. There's two ways to play. You either just... You kind of have to gamble on whether you hit the CC on her, because the champion is really good at dodging CC. Nautilus is hovering my side, so unfortunately I can't clear that pinky yet, but if he shows mid, I can. He could also full move. It's one of those games where it's like, enemy team can't play bottom side, and I died too many times to Maokai ganks trying to win my lane instead of just going AFK. Because I can stonewall this lane pretty easily if I never use taunt. Wouldn't it be funny if I died to Maokai right now, trying to trade? As I'm saying that I should stop trading. He's not here. Actually, could trade a bit more there, but unfortunately I started getting a bit insecure because I've been running it down into Maokai's ganks, so... I'll just stop. It's fine. So you want to Q or E her W. That's kind of the idea in the matchup. That's how you play it. You W her empowered Q, and then you can always use taunts to get inside of her W range. That's kind of how you want to play that matchup. Is putting Herald down, or what are we looking for here? I feel like it's not an angle yet. Seeing what I can get out of her, but for the most part a bit confused as to the whole grouping on Shen's lane. I think if we were playing bottom side and making sure she was safe, that would have been a bit better, personally, but it's okay. Well, this guy always has Ignite. I guess he's playing Cosmic plus thingy, right? It's a lot of Ignite. He's playing Cosmic with, what's it called? Cooldown shoes. So his Ignite cooldown's actually like, yeah, they're every 2 minutes. I swear he's ignited this guy like 6 times. Maybe not 6, but like legit very often. I ult now, which is nice. I'm gonna go double Ruby Crystal here. You can actually, let's go Kindle Gem. I think the 10 CDR is more valuable than the 100 extra health you get from double Ruby, but health stacking is very good on Shen. All his abilities scale with it, basically. Well, his passive scales with it, his E scales with it, his E scales the damage with it, and the R scales the shielding amount, so it's like a pretty big deal, and like I mentioned, his passive works on all his abilities as long as they actively do something. So if you block CC with it, for example, with it, auto attacks with it. I actually don't like that he panicked there, the Ezreal, because if he just held his ground, that would have saved him. I don't want to get CC'd with him, but I do want to zone her from hitting. So I'm just going to walk past Nautilus here and hard focus the Kalista to stop her from auto-attacking anyone else. She has no cleanse, so I'm looking for a taunt flash here. Nicely done. I also had W ready in case we jump on her there. It's really nice that he went forward, because a lot of players there will panic and they won't jump forward with the Shen, and then I can't W properly for him because I'm always going to try and drag my blade towards me, right? She could be playing Cosmic Insight, and then I would be dead right now because she would TP. I actually don't know. I think she has free boots. Yeah, free boots, and I don't know what. I actually don't know if she's playing cookies. I didn't pay attention. I don't think she did. So technically, she has TP. Technically, I could be dead right now. You think Set needs buff? I think he needs adjusting. I think the champion scales too well to get buffed right now. But I also don't think it is worth playing him because his early game is too weak before he gets to one item. I think he's pigeonholed into rushing Blade of the Ruined King, which compensates his sustain issues in lane. Because you can go Vamp Scepter. But I don't think Blade of the Ruined King is part of his best build, which is like a full bruiser build. Like, I think Gordrinker, Hullbreaker, Star Axe is the way you should build him and want to build him, but you can't do that in most matchups because he needs the bonus damage from Blade in order to beat his matchup, or the alternative, which is the extra sustain early game. So it's either or. He either needs sustain early game or he needs the Blade of the Ruined King passive in most matchups. So like most bruiser matchups he plays, he actually wants Blade of the Ruined King anyway because Vamp Scepter is too good to pass up on. That's my experience playing him. Kinda sucks, but that's life. I don't want to keep proxying here, like trade proxy with her, because I'm worried about Maokai coming to kill me. Now that I see Maokai, I'm actually kind of fine trading waves with her, but it's not necessary either. It's like, okay. The reason why it's bad is because she can always turn around and come and stop my ult, which is something that I don't want to happen. Which is why you don't want to trade proxy, because if I go up here and she goes down here, she's really mobile, so she can eventually come and stop me. So I want to just drag it as close to my tower as possible to be able to at least be underneath the tower when I ult. Or TP. Normally you could do this, but against Camille, she's too mobile, so it doesn't really work. I panicked. I shouldn't have. I didn't realize he had heal. I would have held my ult there if I knew. I'll TP back here, though. I can't cancel my TP, so... I can't give her 600 gold either, though. Careful, Camilla's coming. This is just a bad fight. Camilla's coming, Camilla's coming, Camilla's coming. Holy fuck, Kha'Zix is so strong, actually. Sheesh. I mean, this champ is, like, mega broken right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised no one is banning this champ on NA. Like, I swear he's open every game and no one's picking him or banning him. It's crazy. Like, this champ is so broken. I think Kha'Zix is, like, by far and away most broken jungler on the patch, other than Rengar. But I think a lot of people ban Rengar on the server, so he just becomes, like, the next best thing. I'm just gonna ward here to see info. Pink here so I can flank maybe. We'll decide on what Kha'Zix wants to do. Like we'll decide. We'll match Kha'Zix's movements. If he goes to Herald, I'll go bot lane or walk away, and if he looks for this, then I will look for this as well. Once her rend is down, I want to kite her. So I want to. Well, this is a bit unlucky. Looks like a good fight though, as long as I play with Ezreal here. He needs to kite here until Ezreal gets in range to hit. They all got away. We should give. This is a bait. This is not a good fight. Echo is coming. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. I'll just move to try and help them, but this is really bad play. Oh my god, and we did the thing where, like, we can't even... We did the thing, man. The thing. Oh, he didn't even walk into my thingy. I'll just taunt this guy, because Ziggs can one-shot him if he uses spells. Nice. I'll just be happy with that. All you, brother. Enjoy. We did the thing where, like... I swear I see this so often where people don't stand in the same line playing against this champion, Maokai, and then like he always gets a multi-man ult and it's just like looks really stupid. That was the thing we did. Block the hook, make it hard for him. W, so see how Echo wasn't able to get much damage down? That is how it goes. It's a pretty rough thing for Echo. I was lucky that my sword was there. I'll base and actually I'll channel back. Oh wait, this guy didn't base, that's a free Nash. Is going Heartsteel first better? I think it's much better to go Sunfire first. You really need the wave clear. You don't have a choice. I think if you don't have the wave clear, it's just not as good. I'm going to ult early here so that he can go as aggressive as possible and then... well, I've kind of fucked that one up, but I'm going to keep tanking here anyway. He kind of ditched me there. I'm surprised he ran. I feel like he could just stay and fight with just, like, autos and Ws. Maybe he didn't realize I had a Heartsteel proc on both of them still. I kept tanking because I was hoping he would keep going, but he ditched, so it made it impossible to do anything. It's fine. Yeah, you can go Bombies into Heartsteel if you want, but then at that point it's like very little gold to get the value from the armor, right? Like it's 1700 gold to get a nice upgrade to your burn damage as well as 50 armor and a nice chunk of HP, so I feel like just rushing the Sunfire makes a ton of sense. It's a very cheap item. Next up will be Abyssal Mask. Oh, Camille missed her E. Maybe he gets to live now because she doesn't have ult. Bomba! Jesus, that's some damage by the way. He almost one-shot her through passive. That ult will hit her. Bye. Wait, what? It didn't? A bit scuffed. Close. Why would you say Rengar's busted? If you haven't played, you can just say so. The champ is just unbelievably broken with the current itemization. Every single item change in the game, like the lethality item changes made him just better. So yeah, he's just better. I don't know what to tell you. He's just OP. He just buys all the new items and wins. I'll flash taunt her there, even though I die to Echo. I get a bunch of damage down. He's just broken, yeah. Oh, rip. Oh, rip. Oh, Ezreal does so little damage. I feel like this... I'm surprised he does that little, because this is zero armor, like zero, like she doesn't have any armor item or Taba or anything, and I feel like he's not dealing much at all. So, a lot of magic damage. Okay, I see. That's why, it's all this on-hit item. Okay, and this. Okay. I need Memar against her, I see. I thought I was going to be much tankier against her, but I haven't gotten used to her changes yet. Or maybe I shouldn't TP here, but at the worst case, I can get the control wards down and get the control. Best case, we get Baron here. Because look at our damage, it's insane, obviously. You don't want to hit this ward because it actually reveals the Baron HP. That doesn't work, what Echo's doing, unless he has his Q already on the Baron. So, actually, what he did was a really nice try, but it doesn't work because he... It doesn't work because he's... He didn't preemptively Q the Baron, so he didn't come in with the E auto attack plus passive proc on the Baron, which would normally outdamage it. Outdamage Smite. It can actually do more than 1200. Rengar just goes Youmuu's LDR Stormrazor or Youmuu's Essence Reaver LDR Stormrazor, any combination of these items, and just deletes everything on his screen right now. He's just a beast of a champion, so yeah, he's just anti-champion right now. way too much damage. And then he never had issues with survivability because of his WW, so now that he has even more damage than is normal, he can even sometimes save his... when he gets really fed, he can just save his W and start murdering everything. Youmuu's gives him also bonus AD, which is actually, like, he's one of the few champions where 5 AD on the Mythic passive is actually extra relevant, because at items 3 and 4, he's getting 15 and 20 bonus AD, right? Like, sorry, 4 and 5, he's getting, like, 15 to 20 bonus AD. And he scales 25% of that once he gets his full Bone Tooth, so it's like an extra, like a triple dip for him. But yeah, basically all the new items they added to the game are very good, and Rengar uses all of them very well. Or the changes they made, they're not new items, they changed them, so that's why he's one of the most broken. And then he also has a really good matchup against all the other champions that are building lethality, so when you both build lethality, Rengar usually beats you, because of the way his W works, so it's a small thing, but it's something to add. I was probably looking, but I have no taunt, and I was like, whatever. And I also deal almost no damage to the tower, so I just put myself next to the wave and kited the golems up, because I wanted to farm the golems meanwhile that the whatchamacallit wave was doing the work, the Baron wave was doing all the work. Because really, when you're split pushing a Shen, it's really just Baron buff that does the work until you get Titanic Hydra. Or the minion wave, if you don't have Baron. Abyssal Mask is next, it's a big Ammar chunk. You could go Titanic in this slot if you don't need Ammar, but this guy's obviously, this guy's doing a lot of magic, definitely want this. And then next up will be like Anathemas, Redemption, or Titanic, right? So it's like cheap tank items, tank/support items, like Knight's Vow could be good. You could grab, you could grab, what's it called? I forgot the name of it. Yeah, Redemption, I already mentioned it. You could grab Mikhail's if you want, like, any support item will do. I don't think you should go for the damage ones, or the ones that buff your allies, but any other items will do. You can also go Titanic if you want to continue to try and play like a carry, which you absolutely can if you're having a good game, but like I mentioned, this game I was just getting kind of ganked by Maokai because he had nowhere else to go, and I kept dying, so I'm not very strong right now. I'm here, so I definitely want to use my ult here. I'm going to ult the Ezreal because he's the most vulnerable. Even though you could ult the Taric here, I prefer spawning on the Ezreal and walking forward. So the idea here is... there I blocked the Echo passive, so he got 0 damage there. But the idea there is, like, if I ult Taric, it's, like, fine. But that's, like, an aggressive ult positioning, and, like, for whatever reason he gets one-shot and bursted, and I can't get the, thingy value, then that would suck, first of all. And then second... in general, it's usually better to ult your carries because you spawn on top of them, and when you're playing a comp like, we have Ezreal Zig that are monster fed, right? The only thing I need to do is just react to my opponents and CC them, and then they will kill them. I don't actually need to be the one progressing the fight. There's no need for me to ult anyone but Ezreal or Ziggs and just stay on top of them. I can obviously ult Kha'Zix if he's in the fight, but there he was not in the fight, so it doesn't make any sense to ult him. Yeah, my Kha'Zix is 1v9. How to counter Rengar's W? Anti-healing. That's the only thing you really can buy. He's just very strong. And if you're a champion that is not able to survive him and hold spells because he one-shots you, you're fucked. Which is why Rengar is very OP right now, because the meta has a lot of those.
To leave this town, cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh